There's something incredibly peaceful about a bright white living room during the holiday season, especially when it's decorated with minimalist wreaths and the soft glow of candles. It's the kind of space that feels fresh and calm, yet still deeply festive in a quiet, understated way. Instead of going overboard with color and sparkle, this kind of Christmas style leans into simplicity, letting texture, light, and subtle details create the magic. The result is a room that feels serene and elegant, where every element has purpose, and the atmosphere practically glows with warmth and tranquility. Imagine stepping into a living room where everything feels light and airy. The walls are crisp white, maybe with soft beige or cream tones woven through the furniture. Natural light spills through the windows, bouncing off the pale surfaces and creating that dreamy, sunlit calm that makes winter days feel less gray. In the corner, instead of a heavily decorated tree, there might be a small, simple one, barely trimmed, maybe with just a few white ornaments or delicate fairy lights. The focus isn't on extravagance, but on creating a sense of balance, where the space feels like a breath of fresh air in the middle of a busy season. The minimalist wreaths are what give this kind of living room its charm. Instead of lush, full greenery overloaded with ribbons and ornaments, these wreaths are clean and modern. Picture a simple circle of eucalyptus leaves or pine branches, maybe tied with a strip of linen or velvet ribbon in a soft neutral tone. Some might be made from dried grasses or olive branches, giving off a subtle rustic elegance. They're hung with intention, perhaps one above the fireplace, another on a wall, or even a few smaller ones lined up symmetrically across a window. They don't shout for attention, but they add just enough natural texture to soften the crispness of the white surroundings. Candles are another essential piece of this calm, bright Christmas look. Their gentle flicker brings warmth to the cool tones of the room, creating a cozy, inviting feel without disrupting the minimalist aesthetic. You might have a cluster of pillar candles on the coffee table, a few tea lights in simple glass holders along the mantel, or one large candle sitting beside a vase of greenery. When the sun sets and the candlelight takes over, the room transforms into a glowing sanctuary. The golden light reflects off the white walls and pale furniture, creating an almost ethereal ambiance, soft, soothing, and completely magical in its simplicity. What makes a bright white living room so appealing during the holidays is its versatility. It acts as a perfect backdrop for subtle decorations that can easily shift between modern and cozy. A few touches of natural materials, like wood, linen, or rattan, help to ground the space and keep it from feeling too cold or sterile. Maybe there's a woven basket in the corner filled with soft blankets, or a wooden tray holding the candles and a few pinnacones. These little natural details add warmth and depth to the otherwise minimalist design, making the room feel lived in and comforting rather than overly styled. The furniture in this kind of space tends to follow the same minimalist philosophy. Think simple, clean lines and soft textures. A cream-colored sofa draped with a chunky knit throw, a light wood coffee table, and perhaps a soft rug underfoot that adds a layer of coziness without cluttering the space. There's no need for excessive decoration. The beauty of the room lies in how effortlessly put together it feels. Every piece serves a purpose, and every surface has breathing room. The calm, uncluttered aesthetic helps highlight the little details, the way the candlelight flickers against the wall, or how a sprig of pine in a clear vase can look like art when placed just right. Even though the color palette is simple, it doesn't feel flat. The layers of white, cream, and beige create a subtle play of tones that makes the space feel warm instead of stark. Texture is key. Soft fabrics, rough wood, smooth ceramics, and the organic shape of greenery all work together to add depth and interest. It's a gentle reminder that you don't need bold colors or heavy decor to make a space feel festive. Sometimes it's the quiet beauty of restraint that captures the true spirit of the season. The air in the room smells faintly of pine and candle wax, maybe with a hint of cinnamon or clove from a subtle diffuser. Everything feels intentional and relaxed. The wreaths bring that touch of nature indoors, the candles add light and warmth, and the white tones make everything feel pure and peaceful. There's no loud color or glitter fighting for attention, just a soft harmony that makes you want to slow down, breathe deeply, and savor the moment. If there's a fireplace, it becomes the natural focal point of the room. Instead of being heavily decorated, it might feature just a few candles and a minimal garland of greenery. A simple wreath above the mantel ties it all together, echoing the calm symmetry of the space. The firelight adds another layer of warmth, its golden glow blending beautifully with the candlelight. The whole scene feels like a quiet winter evening, peaceful, glowing, and filled with a sense of stillness that's hard to find in the middle of December's rush. Even the gifts under the tree or on the coffee table reflect the minimalist charm of the room. They're wrapped in neutral paper, brown craft, white, or soft beige, with simple ribbons of linen or jute. A sprig of greenery or a small pinnacle tucked under the bough is enough to make each package look beautiful without any need for glitter or embellishment. The simplicity of the wrapping complements the entire room's aesthetic, keeping the focus on natural beauty and thoughtful touches. This kind of living room isn't just about looks, it's about feeling. It's about creating a space that feels calm and comforting, where the stress of the season melts away the moment you walk in. The bright white tones reflect light even on the darkest winter days, while the wreaths and candles add life and warmth. It's a reminder that Christmas doesn't have to be loud to be meaningful. Sometimes, the quiet glow of a candle and the scent of pine are enough to make the season feel complete. As the evening settles in, the candles flicker softly, casting golden reflections against the white walls. The minimalist wreaths stand out just enough to catch the eye, their greenery contrasting beautifully against the bright backdrop. The room feels tranquil, almost like a snowy morning frozen in time, pure, gentle, and full of understated beauty. You might curl up on the sofa with a soft blanket, a cup of tea in hand, and just sit for a while, watching the shadows dance on the walls. It's the kind of peaceful moment that makes the holidays feel magical, not because of anything extravagant, but because of how quietly beautiful it all is. A bright white living room with minimalist wreaths and candles captures the essence of modern Christmas elegance. It's proof that simplicity can be stunning, that calm can be festive, and that beauty often lies in the details you almost overlook. It's the glow of candlelight on white walls, the fresh green of a wreath against a neutral background, the stillness that fills the air when everything feels just right. In a world that can be loud and busy, this kind of holiday space is a breath of serenity, a cozy, glowing corner where the season's magic feels both peaceful and timeless.